All right, what's going on, everybody? May the Lord bless you. I pray all is well with everybody. I'm going to dive right into this video. Y'all see the title, diabetes. Something that's taken so many people out. Have already taken so many people out. They're going to take a whole lot more people out. And this is a very serious video. I know a lot of people like to laugh at me when I do videos like this and don't want to take it serious, but this is real talk, y'all. And Sister Tisha, I'm kind of responding back with you too from the old video I did on why is it so many overweighted Christians. And then you looked at the other video, I guess that was about 4 years back, when we was talking about what we eat and what we put into our body. So this was laid in my spirit to talk about diabetes for a moment, because we see what's going on and what we do feed into our body. I know a lot of people say, well, it didn't hurt mama, it didn't hurt grandmama and big dad and them, they, but I'm just talking now from what I can say about it. In my family, y'all, in my family, a lot of people not living long. On my mom's side, high blood pressure is the issue. But then on my daddy's side of the family, diabetes is on that side of the family very heavy. And thank the Lord that none of us, me and my siblings, me and my brothers, none of us have diabetes. Blood pressure is under control, good blood pressure. But when I look back over my moms and them parents, my grandparents, and generations after generations, and none of them didn't live that long, Now you got people that do live long, make it to 100, 95, 98. But when you look at what a lot of our, elders ate, and the sugar and the salt, they got carried away with it. And you don't have to continue to do what your mom and your dad and all of them did. Even when I look at the elementary school down the street from me, man, them kids are already overweighted, man. They overweighted hard. And I'm not doing this video, y'all, to scare nobody in no kind of way. It's just a wake-up call. And I'm nobody's doctor. But I just want to talk a little bit about diabetes, because this is very serious, and we see that, well, I know that pretty much everybody I know now is barely making 40. I know some 25 years old fighting with diabetes. Some maybe 28. And when you look at diabetes now, don't really have no age on to do it. And when I see 20-year-olds, or even 35, out of breath all the time, struggling, sweating, tired, all kind of problems wrong with their body, I try to encourage them and let them know, hey, you got to straighten up what you're doing. All this fast food eating and taking in all this salt and sodium, all this soda water, this processed meat, you name it. Stuff that we put into our body that's really killing us, and we say it really didn't hurt our elders. Well, it really did. Whether people want to say amen to that or not. And I did a video similar to this not too long ago about, did it really kill us, the stuff that we put in our body? Did the food really kill us? Had a big part of that. And when you study on diabetes, see, I'm just like, y'all know how I love to study the word. I love to study the body. And when I think about diabetes, I was just talking to a brother the other day, 33, high blood pressure, stress, diabetic, congested heart failure, and he's a type 2 diabetic. And he don't want to take care of himself because he's angry now that the shape that he's in. And let me say this, y'all, to my older people especially. some of us wait till it's too late to try to start making a change with our body, to change up things. By the time some of us is ready to do it, our body is so far gone that it's really no help. No help. And every diabetic that I know, pretty much, except for a couple, can't stop smoking, can't stop drinking, and they don't want to eat right. And then I do know some that's really, got their diabetes under control, and they taking their meds and doing right, and they living. So you got the ones that's abusing it, and then you got the ones that's really trying to do right. And this is very deep to my heart, y'all, when I do a video like this, because mostly everybody I know is a diabetic. My daddy just got diagnosed with it, was that a year ago? And watching him go through what he go through, and stabbing himself in the stomach, and his mood swings and everything is, it's not pretty to look at. And that's why I'm not trying to brag or say I'm better than nobody, no. But that's why I try my best not to punish my body, not to get drunk, not to get high, not to do all this stuff, because believe it or not, y'all, I want to live as long as I can. Now, if the Lord chooses to bring me on up, well, let me say that the right way. Don't bring me on up, because I don't want to confuse nobody. If the Lord decides to just go ahead and end my last day, to give me my start on my new life, then hey, that be the Lord's will. But the reason why I say that, because we're always talking about how we love the Lord, and the Lord gave us these temples. We borrowing this for a while. My thing is, why not treat it nice and treat it right while you got it, instead of abusing it all the time? But we always praying for health and strength. Lord, give me health and strength. I don't want to be sick no more, Lord. But we turn around and continue to smoke and get high and punish our body and hoe around and do all this kind of crazy stuff, taking a chance on getting diseases. And we praying, Lord, just give me health and strength. What kind of prayer is that? So I wanted to say that first. And once again, I'm nobody's doctor, but from studying, I can tell you off the top of my head about diabetes, high blood pressure, especially. We all probably have had times while blood pressure has shot up sky high. But the problem with us is we don't check it enough. We walk around here thinking we all right, y'all, and we don't be. Because that's why they call it the silent killer. One thing about blood pressure, sneak up on you, be taking you out slowly, and you don't even know it. That's why I check mine at least twice a day. I got three blood pressure machines in this house, one in each room. I don't care what time of the night it is. I'm on top of it. And that's why when you look at this stuff that we put in our body, y'all, it's killing us. I'm not trying to scare you, but that's what I was getting at also in the video with the overweighted Christians, because most people in the choir stands, that you deal with, when they overweighted, they are diabetics. A lot of them. Not all of them. But a lot of them are diabetics. They fighting with it, man. But they continue to go pig out and eat crazy. But not all of them. Not all of them. And that's why I want to come back and do this diabetes video here. So now, Lord help us. When the blood veins clog up inside of us, y'all, that's not good. And when you look at blood sugars, one of the worst things, y'all, that high blood sugar do to your body is that it slowly destroy your kidneys. It does. Your kidneys, which is very important. A lot of people got kidney failure. Some need kidneys right now. Got a partner around the corner need a kidney. And he said, if I would have left them drugs and that dope alone back in the day, and all that drinking and eating crazy, I'd probably be in better shape. So he's waiting on the kidney. He's praying, and this is why I say sometimes we wait too late, y'all. Everybody I know at the age of 40, diabetic. People are dying at 40, 50, 55, Psalm 35. This and man, when you look at that, you be like, what is going on? This is serious, y'all. When I was talking to my boy the other day, who's fighting with congested heart failure, high blood pressure, and diabetic stage 1, or we can say type 1, his spirit is poor. Body always hurting. Don't want to go to work. Don't even want to really live. Excuse me. This video kind of hard for me to do because I'm thinking about so many people that's, very close to me. But I'm gonna get through this video. It's touching because I'm around a lot of people, y'all, and to see them, especially the ones who don't want to stop punishing themselves, to see them go through this stuff, it's not easy to look at because you love your loved ones and you want them to be around. And I'm trying to get back on the part about the diabetes. Y'all just bear with me because I'm not once again trying to scare nobody. This is a wake up call, and to help us all, think about our life. Because a lot of people don't really know that diabetes will take you out. Uncontrolled diabetes will take you out just like this. It will take you out quick. And when I thought about how many older people had to have their legs cut off from this, kind of remind me of the episode of Soul Food. Y'all remember that movie Soul Food? And man, they had plenty of food on that table when it was time to eat. Reb was always over there ready to eat first, but when you look at all that food and then look at Big Mama in the long run, they had to cut her legs off. Big Mama was from all that food, man, all that sodium and salt and sugar. Just like when you think about a sweet potato, y'all, real talk, a sweet potato is already sweet enough. But what do? We get the sugar. We get the cinnamon. It just ain't sweet enough. Then once you get to add in everything and all the food you eat, and then you look at the calories, and then you look at the sodium intake, you look at the saturated fat. When you add all that stuff up, and then you drinking a big old glass of Kool-Aid full of sugar or soda water, then you got the sweets, the sweet potato pie and everything, cake and cookies, and when you add this stuff all up, it don't have nowhere to go do it. And that's years and years of feeding. Processed meat, man, this stuff just coming in my mind, y'all. All this processed meat and pork. Fast foods like McDonald's, yes. Jack in the Box, Burger King. All these fast food places, when you eating all this stuff. See, the problem with a lot of us is we don't do it in moderation. We do it every day. And you eating, man, you eat this stuff every day, it will kill you. Because thing is now, man, you got food that's out now, I wouldn't even give to my worst enemy. And when I think about diabetes, what it can do to your kidneys, your lungs, your liver, your heart, so on and so on. Pretty much your whole body gets destroyed. This is real. So, T-Watch, to answer your question, to just sum this up real small about type 1 diabetes. When you look at type 1, brother, the thing with type 1 is the body doesn't make enough insulin. That causes the blood sugar level, brother, to rise. But then when you look at type 2, the body cells don't use insulin properly. You see what I'm saying? At first, the body, what it's doing is it's reacting by making more insulin. And then over time, when it's going through the body, can't make enough insulin to control this blood sugar level. So the sugar level is thrown off. I'm watching my daddy go through this every day. My sugar level off, my count ain't right. It's too high. It's too low. And then what can happen, you can go into a diabetic coma. You can. That's why I don't do nothing, man, to try to punish this here. It's just me talking for myself. You know, it's just what I'm saying. When you really look at Leviticus, y'all know what I'm talking about, on how we should eat. That's why it hurts to do these kind of videos, because it's hard for me to keep my mind clear, because I'm thinking of this person, that person, the ones that's sitting up on their deathbed right now. Oh, brother, can you go pray for this one? Can you call this one? Can you do that? And when I look at the whole side of my daddy's side, like I said, a family, and I just thank the Lord that it didn't flow through us like that. And see, my mom, y'all know how my mom looks. She ain't been on her in a while, but she just turned 60, and she looked like she's 25 or 30. Well, I say 40. That's too much, mom. That's too much, mom, if you're looking at this video. And the way, if you would see the way my mom eat, a lot of times, she have her serving sizes are not that big. And she have trained herself to eat like that. See, that's the thing. We know what we supposed to do, but the thing is, a lot of us just don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. And this is the consequences behind not wanting to do the temple right. You know? That's why I want to say that processed food, once again, and that sodium intake, all this stuff, it adds up. It adds up. So when you eat all of that food that I'm talking about here, and you look at, what's the word I'm looking for? Glucose. Food that's high in glucose, you take a big chance. And while naming off all them body parts, then think about your arteries. See, the reason why I say this, y'all, diabetes can kill you in many different ways. If you study, look at the process that you go through, and then look at how your body, it gets destroyed one by one. Well, what do you mean? Well, the elevation of blood glucose levels damages your arteries, your veins. Then what happens after that? It leads to strokes, heart attacks, blindness, legs being amputated. That's why I say, how many of our family members died behind this? And you know what the doctors always say? It had a lot to do with what they ate. But you know what we say? Doctor ain't right all the time. Doctor, you know, we can say that sometimes. Doctor don't know it all. Trust me, we know that. But at the same time, when the doctor tells you about saving your life and what to eat, take heed and do it. Doctor ain't wrong on that. The Lord put the doctors here for a reason. But we so busy, well, we doctoring on ourselves. Well, they didn't have doctors back then, brother. What they ate, it didn't matter. And then you looked around, mama had to get her legs amputated. Paul died with a heart attack. Uncle Bubba had high blood pressure. He had a stroke. How many strokes have happened? It always, people don't like to say this, but it always go back to the food that you put in your body and your habits. All the drinking and all the smoking, all the crazy eating, the punishment, it adds up. And after a while, it takes us out, y'all. Kidney failure. People who love to get drunk. Liver, how it mess up your liver. I try to tell my partners all the time with all this heavy drinking, man. I told my cousin the other day, man, that's the way your granddaddy died. Cirrhosis of the liver and lung cancer. Smoking wasn't enough. He had to have a smoke and a drink. But always praying for health and strength. Something wrong with that. It's no joke. My daddy almost went into a diabetic coma. What was that? About 7-8 months ago. And my daddy in 98. Where was I at in 98? In 98, he almost died. Sure did. They had to cut him. Papa could sit there and tell you some stuff. And Papa will tell you, if he looking at this video, like he said in his old video, I ain't always done my body right. Y'all remember that video my daddy did when he was talking about the drugs that he was on, the stuff that he did to his body? It catches up with you. So I can look at my daddy because he looks at me on her. I can look at you, Pop, and I look at you as an example of what not to do. And he knows that. See, I don't have to do what my parents did or what my granddaddy and all them did. My granddaddy, my mom's daddy, was a straight up drinker. And he outlived my grandma. He 88 now. Still kicking. So I look at that stuff and I learn from it. I'm not trying to sound like I'm no better than nobody in this video. This is a wake up call, y'all. We got to straighten up, or we going to get straightened up. Well, we're talking about we don't want to leave, and then the sad thing is we get up in these funerals and want to act the fool when our loved ones is gone. But the Lord, you took him too soon. No, he took himself out. The Lord didn't tell him to stay an alcoholic. The Lord didn't say push all that dope up your arm. The Lord didn't say punish yourself. And we always want to, oh, well, the Lord took him. Lord, that was too soon. What is too soon? When the Lord ain't even concerned about time. That'll show us something, y'all. We must straighten up. It messes up your levels. When you think about sugar, the black folks like to call it the sugar. Insulin. Insulin, what it does, your body uses sugar it makes from the food that you eat. Let me say that right. Insulin helps your body use the sugar it makes from the food that you eat. Your body uses the sugar for energy. Y'all know when you see them little kids hyped up all the time, and well, what did your mama give you for breakfast? You just running around and man, what did you eat? Well, you must have had some sugar this morning. Your body uses this sugar for energy. Need insulin to live. Without insulin, your blood sugar level goes up, and when it goes up, that's why you feel like you feel. You get thirsty, and you start urinating a lot, and then your blood sugar can be too low. It can be too high. It can be too low. This is what you see, and when you see these signs, this is what you look out for. When you see people who are always tired for no reason at all, man, just tired, man. Can't walk up and down the steps. Tired. So tired. Yawning a lot. Man. Can't really speak right. Always sweating a lot. These are some of the signs. Always feeling like I'm going to pass out. Oh, man, I'm about to know what's wrong with me, man. I ain't got no strength. Pale in the face. These are things to look out for. So y'all, from the bottom of my heart, y'all, you know I love you. I just wanted to talk about diabetes for a moment and how it's taking us out. And watch what you eat. Watch what you eat. And try to exercise, you know. I ain't saying you got to be all tip-top and shaping. And I mean, you ain't got to get as fine as me, you know. Y'all know I got a sense of humor. You don't have to try to be all that. I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with walking 20 minutes. Ain't nothing wrong with cutting back from the table. See, our church getting ready to go on a little fast. I say they fast. See, I tell people all the time, I don't fast with everybody. I don't even care if my church do it. I don't fast with everybody. You know why? You know what I do? I stay obedient. And I stay prayed up. A lot of people go on a fast just to lose weight, and then after the fast is over, they gain the weight back faster. They gain it back faster than it was when they lost it. I don't do that. I'm just talking about me. I tell people all the time in church, yeah, we going on that Daniel fast. Yep, me too. I'm going to show you how fast I'm going to eat. Because I learned what works for me. I learned to do what JT do. You know, half of the people I know that's fast, and they'll tell you, man, I didn't make it, man. I went on, ate some meat. They think that food is the only fast. That's the only fast. Man, your fast is between you and the Lord. That's why I believe he said you do it in secret. Y'all know me. I'm just different. Ain't nothing wrong with being different. So with that being said, man, if you stay obedient a lot, this is why I ain't on the prayer lines and I ain't fasting all the time. I'm obedient and I'm in this word right here and I'm living it. And if I'm fasting, don't nobody even know nothing about it. And I will never even tell you. So with that being said, y'all have a wonderful day. Don't take this video for fun. Take it to the heart. Because believe it or not, it might help somebody get right. Peace, y'all.